Those $29.95 DVD conspiracy combo packs you sell, why you have those little $29.95? It's to manipulate your audience into buying it because they don't think it's $30. This is the type of nonsense manipulation that goes on every day that we think is commonplace, and it's a distortion. It's anti-human. You engage in it. I am forced to engage in it on certain levels. If you were to get a job anywhere, you are participating in a corrupt behavior because you have to take that work away from someone.
Our guest is the creator of Zeitgeist, and he says he's not debating, but he just engaged in just amazing hypocrisy. And I'm going to finish this and let you counter. People listening on the internet, saying the incredible, those little DVD compacts you sell. It's $29.95 is manipulative, and it's bad, and then you go on to say that what I am forced to sell, exactly, you sell your film, so you have the money for the computers. Let me finish. The money for the cameras, the money to fly places, to interview people, to make an even better film, to pay for your apartment in New York or wherever it is you're at. To do all of this, and I'm not saying that the monetary system isn't a total fraud with fractional reserve banking and fiat currency running a scam or an image, but if farmers want to create their local county or city money that they agree upon on exchanging, that greases the skids of commerce, makes it easier for them to exchange goods. That's something that's needed. And I've done whole shows on marketing and saying, why don't I sell a video for $20? Why do I say $19.95? Because psychologically, the $19.95 sounds like it's somehow less, and plus it's what we're used to in the parameters of bigger advertisement, so it triggers those neural pathways that make people buy. Now, I really resent the fact that I pioneered 12 years ago putting my videos on the web for free, and then even paying with my own bandwidth, not just for free, paying to give it to people, paying to be a slave. And then I pioneered viral videos on the web. I pioneered going up and bullhorning politicians. I pioneered going and taking over press conferences. And literally, I had no idea I was doing it at the time. It just seemed most effective. I've done all this. I've given. And then you could say that I'm evilly manipulating people, selling things and how I'm selling it. But then in the next breath admit you are selling stuff. That is, and I always love it. The futurist and the engineer you interview in your film, Jacques, his house is up for sale right now. His 20-acre compound I saw online. I mean, he's selling stuff. Oh, Mike, but see, when you do it, it's loving. When I do it, it's bad. Explain that to me.
And it's getting really annoying to me. So why don't you step back a second and listen to what I actually said. I said, when you put something online and you say it's $29.95 alone, I don't give a damn about what you're doing as far as this and that. It's irrelevant to the point that I was making. My point is that you are engaging in a manipulative practice. If you want to sell something for $20, put it up for $20. Don't make it $19.95. The entire system is based on differential advantage and manipulation.
I did in the past, and I told people.
You are there to preserve
I put it up there. I know, I'm evil. I mean,
you're not evil.
We've heard it. No, it's true. I'm bad. I'm selling things. It's true. I've been caught.
It has nothing to do with selling things, Alex. It has nothing to do with selling things. It's the way you go about it. Look, you can sit there and project all day. It's not going to help anything. I'm sitting here trying to explain to you that the financial system creates aberrant behavior, and until you and your audience realize this, nothing's going to change. The financial system, not in the way it's constructed, but the actual underpinning mechanism that guides human behavior in the economic structure that relates to business and everything else, will lead only to corruption, monopoly,
why do birds,
self-preservation. You have your own self-preservation.
Why do birds get shiny objects and put them in their nest?
Why do birds get shiny objects and put them in their nest? I don't know. Tell me.
Well, it's not because they're greedy and evil, and Madison Avenue told them they like the shiny thing. So to say that humans wanting things or wanting a house on a hill because they can see a beautiful vista, to claim that people wanting things is inherently bad. It's just that it's lower on the hierarchy of needs.
That is not what I'm saying.
And if you will do immoral things for things, that's bad. But wanting
Stop putting
things...
words in my mouth, Alex.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Thank you for...
Hey, let me talk to him. We'll stay on air here for a minute. Hey, we're going to have a 1-minute break, and we'll come right back to you for the second hour, okay?
All right, Alex.
And we're going to play some clips of Zeitgeist addendum here and get your response to those.
You know, I really appreciate it if you actually let me respond, because I have a very simple train of thought I'm luring here.
Look, I mean, look.
You're jumping off on cliffs, man. I don't appreciate it.
Hey, Peter, it sounds to me you're another one of these intellectuals who will say vicious, aggressive things and then piss their pants if anybody else... Hold on a minute. Piss their pants if anybody else says anything half as mean back to them. Okay? And now I'm really going to do a critique of you, and now I'm getting out the fine-tooth comb. So get ready.
I realize that I've said nothing negative.
Yeah. Hey, listen, here we go.
What have I said negative?
Hey, what you don't realize, I've said 100 times on air that $29.95 is manipulative, and I point out on air it is. So, again...
I'm just making the example, Alex.
Okay, hey, here we go.
By the way, you know, you're sitting there telling me I'm a good guy, right? And off the air, you come on, you tell me that I'm one of these intellectual elites that pisses his pants is exactly...
No, that was on air. That was on air, bro.
Well, great.
We've been on air the whole time.
What is this?
Wrong again. That was on air. That we were yelling at each other. And you just said that I was... Stop.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Put him on hold for just a minute. Look, I got to tell you something, man. You come on here and you say... like with some vitriol that I'm back as I say $29.95 and I'm selling things, and then you admit I'm forced to, yourself. Buddy, you're playing sad and spooky music on your stuff. That could be seen as a form of deception much greater than saying $29.95. I mean, if you want to take the gloves off, I can take them way off here. Okay, I am trying to be nice here, and I understand you're in this view that you're so intellectual and so sweet and loving that you're just this higher podhead alien, and I'm this lower Neanderthal down here.
In the future there'll be no need for jobs, and, given the trippy, dreamy music and the creepy, blonde, Aryan, black and white guy, I can see that this movie may well be appreciated by those who are under the influence, let's say, and so the idea that... I could just sit here and bong and I don't have to get a job. Well, I can see that being appealing to a particular segment of society.
I understand all that. Us Texans, I'm crapping in an outhouse out here every 5 minutes. My point is, with you, is that I haven't, been here trying to shoot you down or attack you. And I said on air about the pissing in the pants. Okay, so go ahead.
Well, sure, fine.
Wrong again.
You're being extremely irrational with this, because I haven't said anything to him.
No, I just said I think you're a nice guy and a smart guy, and you came back with an aggressive thing. You came back with a debate point.
I think you're a little bit two-faced on this, and I want to make sure that's apparent, that you understand.
No, it was on air, pal. Don't try to say it wasn't.
No, I'm not telling the people on air.
There's no two-face about it, buddy. It's all straight up here.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Hey, let me ask you, unless you just...
I still don't appreciate your insults.
Well, I wasn't implying or apologizing for what I said. I mean, I'm not. I was explaining. We're on air all the time. I was separately. Are you even aware you use debate techniques and lawyer tactics, which are extremely dishonest, just like your music, just like your sad music at certain points? Why are you doing that with this corporate Madison Avenue manipulative music like in a drug commercial for Halcyon? Why are you doing that like I am, saying $29.95? Why? Why have you done that?
There's a very big difference, because one is art and one is pure marketing. And, of course, you can say there's a matter of degree between the two. Oh. But I exchange things, and I want to make things interesting for people to relate.
Cop out.
They can use their own minds. This is the nature of reality. But when you put something on $29.95, it's just a general expression, Alex. It's a very simple notion. It's a marketing tactic. My use of music is music that I like to use. That's period.
Well, I like $29.95.
Well, fine. If that's, you want to have that argument, fine. But you're sitting there along with all the other people in Madison Avenue with the same thing. My music is completely individual.
No, let me explain. We use, with truthful information and truthful good products of information, we use Madison Avenue tactics right back against them.
Fine.
Amazon.com review by SPRKPLG from Northwestern PA of Peter Marilla's album. Bach on Marimba is certainly an idea worth trying, but this album failed to captivate me like normal music by Bach does, or even, as some transcriptions for other instruments such as guitar do. The music sounds dry, soulless, with little or none of Bach's warmth and color. It is interesting nonetheless simply as an original interpretation of Bach's music. While uninspired, Merrill's playing is clean and precise. He obviously has great technical skill, and his website, www.pjmerilla.com, reveals him as a musician of exceptional vision with a promising future. His future projects should turn out better. This one just wasn't meant to be.
JSBach.org review by Patricia Walls of Peter Merrill's album. This recording is riddled with note errors. I cannot believe this young man is actually selling this recording. Anyone who knows Bach will cringe while listening. It is not an interpretation problem, although PJ seems to have little knowledge as to Bach phrasing. Many of Bach's notes have been learned wrong, particularly in the G minor sonata fugue. Horrible.